For centuries, the cosmos has kept its secrets hidden in the silent, star-dusted darkness. But now, in an event that is forcing us to confront the limitations of our astrophysical understanding, a visitor from beyond our solar system is announcing its presence by violating the most fundamental laws of light and matter. This object is the interstellar Comet 3 Eyes Atlas, and its arrival is less of a scientific discovery and more of a cosmic confrontation. It began with a simple, faint image captured by the Mastcam Z camera on NASA's Perseverance rover on Mars, showing a faint blurry spot, the highly anticipated close-up of a traveler from another star system. This image, taken just one day before its closest approach to the red planet on October 3rd, was the first ever close-range glimpse of 3 Eyes Atlas. It appeared as nothing more than a faint smudge, dim even against distant magnitude 8 stars. The event itself was shrouded in anticlimax and mystery. While 3 Eye Atlas sped past Mars at nearly 200 km/h, a critical opportunity for our orbiting spacecraft to capture detailed images was either delayed or obscured. Due to technical and operational issues, those detailed close-up images from the Mars orbiters remain sequestered, fueling immediate suspicion and scientific hunger. Even without the official close-ups, the ground-based observations revealed the object's odd behavior. It developed only a thin, vanishingly faint tail, a dramatic deviation from the expectations for a body of its size. Most comets, when heated, develop brilliant, blazing tails. 3 Eye Atlas held back, as if deliberately masking its true structure. This minimal tail, combined with unconfirmed visuals suggesting an elongated shape, more like the cigar-shaped Oumuamua than the conventional 2-eyed Borisov, only deepened the mystery surrounding its true form. The initial phase of its passage ended dramatically, cementing its status as an anomaly. Racing toward its perihelion, closest point to the Sun, 3 Eyes Atlas suddenly disappeared from view. Astronomers suspect this was precipitated by a coronal mass ejection, CME, a massive burst of solar energy. Following this solar event, the comet vanished, eclipsed by the Sun's glare and our changing orbital perspective, making Earth's observation impossible until later this year. This forced blackout left the scientific world reeling, knowing that the most bizarre phenomena, the object's structural changes and light behavior, were only just beginning to unfold, concealed now behind the solar curtain. This realization spurred astronomers to redouble their efforts to analyze the final, precious data collected before the blackout, leading to discoveries that would truly challenge the fundamental physics of the cosmos. The most profound and immediate discovery came from the polarimetric observations, a technique that measures how sunlight is scattered and aligned when it hits the tiny dust and ice grains surrounding the comet. This process, known as polarization, provides a chemical and physical fingerprint of an object's surface composition and particle texture. In a routine cosmic observation, the polarization of light reflecting off a comet's coma is predictable. Specifically, at small phase angles, comets typically show a small degree of negative polarization. When scientists observed 3 Eyed Atlas, the results were unprecedented and utterly shocking. The comet exhibited an extremely strong negative polarization, far exceeding anything ever recorded. Its minimum reading was measured at an astounding 2.77% at a phase angle of 6.4 degrees, a signature that is unprecedented among known comets. To understand the magnitude of this anomaly, consider that this measurement implies the dust grains around 3 Eyes Atlas are fundamentally different from any material known to exist in our solar system's comets. They might be exceptionally rough, highly irregular, or composed of exotic, unknown materials. This is the smoking gun that confirms 3 Eye Atlas is not merely an asteroid from another star system, but a body formed under completely alien physical and chemical conditions. The implication is massive. The light reflecting off 3 Eyed Atlas is a deceptive veneer, hiding a structure and chemistry forged in a primordial environment. This strange light behavior reinforces the theory. that the object is older than our solar system itself, a time capsule that may have originated from the inner regions of our galaxy. In its earliest stages of formation, the extraordinary polarimetric characteristic suggests a surface that is complex, perhaps metallic or laden with amorphous, non-crystalline ice structures that only form in conditions much colder and icier than our outer solar system. We are not just looking at a comet, we are looking at an artifact of galactic evolution that challenges the universality of our own chemical models. Beyond the paradoxical light signature, 3I's atlas violates basic physical principles concerning mass and motion. The object's sheer size and density present a statistical paradox. Early, conservative estimates suggested 3I's atlas was already 1,000 times more massive than any comet previously observed. More recent, rigorous studies now estimate its mass could be over 33 billion tons, an almost unimaginable scale for a body that manages to pass through our system unnoticed until recently. This massive scale is directly linked to another major anomaly: the object's defiance of Newtonian dynamics. As 3I Atlas loses mass and is surrounded by a visible cloud of gas, a process that normally causes a measurable deviation in a comet's trajectory due to non-gravitational acceleration, its path remains utterly unaffected. The release of gas acts like a tiny rocket thrust on normal comets, pushing them slightly off course. But for 3I's Atlas, even with gas clouds forming around it, its course hugs the gravitational arc almost perfectly, as if it possesses an impressive resilience to internal and external forces. This indicates that its nucleus must be incredibly dense and heavy, resisting any change in motion. This immense, stable mass creates a profound cosmological contradiction. As Professor A.V. Loeb has repeatedly emphasized, considering the limited reservoir of rocky material per unit volume in interstellar space, the probability of a random, natural process delivering a rock of this giant scale into our inner solar system within the brief window of human observation is untenable. This is the core of the mass paradox. The existence of 3I's Atlas violates our statistical understanding of how extrasolar debris should be distributed. Its gargantuan size, combined with its resistance to non-gravitational effects, is a powerful argument against a purely natural, randomly formed cometary origin. Further, forensic analysis of the plumes of gas surrounding 3I Atlas has revealed a highly unusual chemical composition that hints at a planetary, rather than cometary origin. Scientists found that the volatile environment surrounding the object is surprisingly similar to the atmosphere and surface conditions of our neighboring planet Mars. This discovery strongly suggests that the object did not originate in the traditional, frigid Oort cloud of another star system. Instead, it might have been ejected from a planetary surface, possibly from a world with conditions similar to Mars. This speculation reclassifies the object from mere debris to a planetary fragment, a sample of another world delivered directly to our doorstep. Adding to this chemical mystery is the detection of extreme ratios of metals, specifically an unusual nickel to iron abundance. While both metals are common, their relative quantities in the plume defy typical cometary formation processes. This detection of metals, particularly nickel, without the expected accompanying iron signature, has led some to speculate that the materials were formed through industrial processes, as nickel without iron is often associated with specially manufactured alloys on Earth. The unusual combination of Martian, like atmospheric similarities, and chemically manufactured, like signatures, makes the object's composition profoundly suspicious, suggesting a complex history that goes beyond mere geological formation. The object's ability to glow in strange ways, not seen in regular comets, as reported by some observers, suggests an internal heating or activation process. While some hypothesize this might cause it to evaporate more intensely, or even break into pieces when it nears perihelion, the prevailing mystery is why it is so active, and yet so dynamically inert. This contradiction, intense chemical activity coupled with perfect trajectory stability, is the ultimate scientific challenge posed by Three Eyes Atlas. The cumulative weight of these chemical, physical, and light-based anomalies is overshadowed only by the statistical absurdity of the object's trajectory. As Professor A.V. Loeb has painstakingly documented, there are anomalies that simply cannot be explained away by natural processes and may remain puzzling forever. These include a series of unusual coincidences that suggest intentional alignment rather than cosmic chance. The first impossible alignment is the ecliptic plane paradox. The trajectory of Three Eyes Atlas is aligned with the ecliptic plane, the flat plane where all the planets orbit the Sun, within just 5 degrees. For a random object ejected from another star system, the chance of achieving this fine-tuned alignment is extraordinarily low, 0.2% likelihood, yet it maximizes its visibility and access to the inner solar system planets. This movement suggests a calculated path, not a random, chaotic drift. The second anomaly is the perfect timing of the planetary tour. The arrival time of this interstellar object seems to have been optimized to pass close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. The probability of a random interstellar visitor executing such a tour of key planetary targets is less than 0.05%. This path mirrors the most efficient gravity assist flybies used by humanity's own interplanetary probes, strongly suggesting a deliberate, pre-programmed route designed to survey the most interesting planetary bodies in our system. Finally, the most mysterious link of all is the WW signal alignment. The inbound direction of Three-Eyed Atlas aligns within 9 degrees of the famous double signal detected in 1977, a powerful, narrowband radio burst that has remained the strongest candidate for an extraterrestrial transmission. The statistical likelihood of this angular alignment being random is a mere 0.6%. This connection suggests that the object's origin point is not just random space, but a vector associated with a major technological signature event, raising the possibility that Three Eyes Atlas is linked to the signal's source, perhaps as a vessel or a reply. The combination of the unprecedented polarization, the impossible mass, the synthetic chemical hints, and the statistically improbable trajectory alignments all stack up against the conventional wisdom. Professor Loeb's challenge to the scientific establishment is clear. Those who insist Three-Eyed Atlas is just an ordinary, naturally formed comet must explain all 7 of these extreme anomalies through purely natural processes. The consensus among the most open-minded scientists is shifting away from the idea of a freak coincidence toward an acceptance of an object that is either a time capsule from the galaxy's earliest, most exotic phases, or a technological artifact, a probe sent to study us. The object's return to visibility in December will be crucial, offering the next opportunity to confirm whether its structure remains stable or if it reveals further evidence of non-natural behavior. Until then, Three-Eyed Atlas remains the ultimate cosmic enigma, forcing humanity to confront the terrifying thought that our universe may be governed, not only by physics but by intent. We are left to wonder if this ancient, massive, mathematically precise visitor is the long-awaited messenger, or perhaps the Trojan horse, delivering a truth we are profoundly unprepared to face.